Dear student, today we will learn that how we will construct decision payoff table. In the last lecture, we have also discussed that what is the decision table. So we will revise that what is the decision table in brief. So decision payoff is an indication of the effectiveness of the strategies. In general, effectiveness is measured in terms of money, but in many situations it is not possible to give a realistic value of money. Decision payoffs may be fixed decision payoff or can be random variable. So by an example, we will learn that how we'll construct a decision payoff table. So here an example is given. Example is a bookshop sells a textbook for rupees 100. It purchases that book for rupees 80 per copy. Since tax law changes every year, some copies become outdated and can be disposed for rupees 30 each. The annual demand for the book is between 18 and 23 copies according to the past experience. Assume that the order can be placed only once during the year. The problem before the seller is to decide how many copies of the book should be purchased for the next year. So, by this example, we will construct a decision payoff table for the sellers that what should be the number of copies he should purchase in the upcoming year. So, solution. Since the annual demand varies between 18 and 23 copies, there are 6 possible events. What are these events? Event 1, it could be demand for 18 copies. Event 2, it could be demand for 19 copies. Event 3, it could be demand for 20 copies. Event 4, it could be demand for 21 copies. Event 5, it could be demand for 22 copies. Event 6, it could be demand for 23 copies. Just like there are 6 events, there are also 6 possible course of action for the sellers. What are those possible course of action? The seller can buy 18 copies, that is a course of action A1. Sellers can buy 19 copy, course of action A2. Sellers can buy 20 copies, course of action S3. Sellers can buy 21 copy, course of action A4. Sellers can buy 22 copies, course of action A5. Sellers can buy 23 copies, course of action A6. Now, after getting the list of possible actions and events, the next step is to construct the payoff table. So, before start the construction of decision payoff table, we will construct a equation. So, let D be the demand in units for the book and Q quantity decided to be purchased. P is profit. Then, since seller purchased that book for rupees 80 per copy and sells for rupees 100 per copy, so his profit is rupees 20 per copy. So if the demand is more than or equal to quantity he decided to purchase, then his profit will be 20Q. Here Q is quantity decided to be purchased. Since the demand is greater than Q, it means he sold all the copies of book. So he earned 20Q profit. But in the case of if demand is less than quantity he decided to be purchased, so what will happen? Since demand is greater than quantity he decided to purchase, so he has to dispose per copy for rupees 30 each. It means it will become demand could be rupees 70, and since the profit is rupees 20 and the number of copy that is disposed per each is 30, so 20 plus 30, that is his profit will be 50Q. This is the case when demand is less than quantity he decided to purchase. So according to this question, we will construct the decision payoff table. Now, by this equation, there are 6 course of action and 6 events. When he decided to purchase 18 copy and demand is also 18 copy, so what will his profit? So his demand is 18, that is 70 into 18. Here D is 18 and minus 50 Q. Here 18 is Q. When D is 18 and Q is 18, so profit will become 70 into 18 minus 50 into 18. So 17 into 18, that is 1260. 50 into 18, that is 900, equal to, that is 360. So this 360 value we will put here when he decided to purchase 18 copy and demand is also 18 copy. Similarly, when he decided to purchase 19 copy and demand is for 18 copy, so what will be his profit? So 70 into demand is 18 minus 50 into quantity he decided to purchase 19. So 1260, that is 70 to 18 minus 50 into 19, that is 950. It will become 310 when quantity he decided to purchase is 19 and demand is 18. So we will put this 310 here. So this will become 310. Okay. Similarly, for the when quantity he decided to purchase 20 and demand is 18. So we will put D is 18 and Q is 20. So 70 into 18, 1260 minus 1000, that is 260, and the condition is when Q is 20 and D is 18. So 260 will come here. Okay. Similarly, for when he decided to purchase 21 copy and demand is 18 copy. Similarly, when he decided to purchase 22 copy and demand is 18 copy. Similarly, when he decided to purchase 23 copy and demand is 18 copy. So these are his profit. When demand is 18 and he decided to purchase 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 copies. So his profits are for each conditions is given here. Similarly, we will construct all the construction payoff table for all the demand and the quantity he decided to purchase. So it will become this table. So this is our final decision payoff table when our course of action and events are given. Thank you.